On this edition of NewsTeam Boulder for Thursday, March 18th, 2021, Boulder police announced more arrests in the University Hill riot. CU researchers glimpse a possible snapshot of the Arctic's future. And a CU Boulder violist wins a Grammy. All that and more coming up. This weekend's snowstorm might have put a chill on University Hill parties, but the Boulder police investigations are starting to heat up. Welcome to NewsTeam Boulder, I'm Grace Karaginas. Boulder police announced more arrests, bringing the total to 7 in connection to the March 6th riots on University Hill. The Boulder County Sheriff's Office released this collage of the recent arrests. From top left to right, they are Parker Clemens, Bolin Dodge, Garrett Doyle, Brandon Hoover, Eric Hoover, and Thomas Shade. The 7th person, Henry Chardak, was arrested last week. Chardak, Clemens, Dodge, and Shade are listed as CU students on the university's online database. Doyle, Brandon Hoover, and Eric Hoover are not listed. Late Tuesday, Boulder City Council gave approval to begin researching solutions that might prevent out-of-control gatherings on University Hill. Some council members suggested solutions, including better enforcement of the city's current codes and new ordinances. The council largely agreed to consider 3 prongs when approaching the problem: CU Boulder, the city, and the landlords. Boulder Police Chief Maris Harold was asked if the threat of expulsion from CU can be utilized better in the prevention of future events such as the riot.
So if they see that Boulder Police Department has probable cause for an arrest and we have video evidence to support that, I have seen that they are taking action, or at least willing to look at that case for the severity and proceed with suspensions or expulsions.
Boulder County reports 66 new coronavirus cases, but no new deaths. The death toll remains at 250, and as of Tuesday, there were 16 people in Boulder County hospitals due to COVID-19. CU also reported on its online coronavirus dashboard that there were 4 positive test results found during testing this past week. But it's probably still too early to tell whether we will see another spike in cases as a result of the University Hill riot. Statewide, the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment has reported more than 445,000 cases. Since March of 2020, CU researchers began deploying their scientific expertise to understand everything they could about COVID-19. There's still a lot to learn, but here are 7 lessons about the coronavirus that CU Boulder scientists helped discover. Associate Professor in Applied Mathematics at CU, David Bortz, is a member of Colorado's COVID-19 research team. They estimated the coronavirus may have been in the state since January of last year. The little particles can travel as far as 6 feet, especially in crowded indoor spaces like restaurants and gyms. Masks trap viral particles and prevent the spread of the virus. Improving ventilation in indoor spaces is key to keeping dorms and campus safe. It's important to vaccinate older people first, since the elderly are more vulnerable to the virus. To date, not a single case of COVID-19 has been confirmed to have spread in a classroom on CU's campus. Living in a pandemic is scary, and it's easy to feel lonely after being isolated for so long. Know that you're not alone, and you will get through these stressful times. The Boulder police have arrested 1 man on suspicion of first-degree murder after one of his roommates was found dead Monday night. Brandon Bowler, a 29-year-old man, called the police needing medical attention on Monday night. Officers found him wandering the street carrying a Bible and covered in blood, but could not find any injuries on him. His roommate, Richard Reeves, was declared dead on the scene when officers found him in a pool of blood with extensive injuries to his chest. A knife was also found on his back, but the coroner's office will determine the final cause of death. Bowler is currently being held at the Boulder County Jail and will have a hearing today in Boulder District Court. There's also been an increase in catalytic converter thefts from parked cars around the CU Boulder campus and Denver metro area. These parts are targeted for theft because they contain precious metals that can be sold to scrap yards for up to $200. Unfortunately, a replacement can cost vehicle owners up to $2,000. Thieves look for cars that are higher off the ground because they need to crawl under the car to remove the parts. They also look for cars parked in dark, remote areas so they can go undetected. If yours has been removed, your vehicle will make a loud, roaring sound that gets louder as you press on the gas pedal. Report anyone acting suspiciously in a parking lot at night, and if possible, park in well-lit areas to help prevent this from happening to you. Coming up, an update on how CU's basketball team is doing. And later, we'll take a look at a CU musician who received their 3rd Grammy nomination. Here are some upcoming university dates you want to make sure you have in your calendar. March 21st is the last day to withdraw from the semester and be required to return unearned financial aid. Shortly after that, the 24th, marks the last day to drop a class. Remember, buffs, that you will not receive a refund and a W will reflect this action on your transcript. We also have another wellness day in place of our spring break on the 25th, so there will not be classes on that Thursday. And finally, the virtual commencement ceremony is coming up on May 6th. The last day to submit or cancel your graduation application is April 29th, so stay on top of it to ensure you can graduate. The CU men's basketball team has been working hard all season. Their first round game of the March Madness tournament is coming up this Saturday. And this year, Colorado's seed is the highest it's ever been since the NCAA started seeding the entire field in 1979. Our very own NewsTeam reporter, Evan Batty, is a forward on the team and gives us a brief update.
The Buffs unfortunately lost in the Pac-12 championship game Saturday against Oregon State, but received the 5th seed in the NCAA tournament in Indiana. The Buffaloes take on the Georgetown Hoyas on Saturday at 10:15 Mountain Time on CBS.
New research from CU Boulder suggests that the Arctic didn't always look like this. About 125,000 years ago, this is what the northernmost region of North America might have looked like. The research conducted by PhD student Sarah Crum analyzed 100,000-year-old plant DNA taken from Arctic lake sediment. They found evidence of dwarf birch, a shrub native to northern Canada, 250 miles farther north than its current range. The shrub can grow in cold and inhospitable environments, but doesn't currently survive past the southern part of Baffin Island in the Canadian Arctic. Yet the DNA of this plant shows that it grew further north. These findings are not only a glimpse into the past, but a possible snapshot of the future. The taller shrubs can poke out above snow in spring and fall, making the Earth's surface dark instead of white. And this could cause it to absorb more heat from the sun. CU researchers are hoping that these findings might help them better understand how our landscapes might change in response to climate change. Coming up after the break, what changes are in store for the weather? We'll tell you coming up. NewsTeam's weather outlook shows a warming trend Friday through Saturday. Sunshine and warmer temperatures Friday and Saturday with highs in the upper 50s. Then cooler weather returns. By Saturday night, snow is expected in the mountains with slight accumulations. By Sunday and Monday, the snow is likely to become more widespread, moving into the plains. Rain is forecast for Sunday, turning into snow at lower elevations by Sunday night. And into Monday, there's a chance for snow. This cooler and unsettled weather pattern is expected to hold through much of the week. But in the nation's deep south, severe storms caused significant damage Wednesday. In Alabama, dashcam video shows a tornado ripping off the roof of a home in Tuscaloosa. In one Alabama neighborhood, west of Birmingham, trees are uprooted, windows are broken, and cars and roofs are damaged. The National Weather Service reports there are also potential injuries in the community of Moundville. This storm is one of several reported in Alabama on Wednesday. Storm chaser Josh Pate shot this video of a tornadic storm crossing US 82 near Billingsley, about 30 miles northeast of Selma. Coming up after the break, a dating app adds new safety features, and a CU musician wins a Grammy. Stay tuned. Feeling uneasy about your future Tinder date? The online dating site is integrating a background check feature later this year. It will pull a person's criminal history by collecting public records, like arrests, reports of violence, abuse, and restraining orders. For a yet-to-be-determined price, Tinder users will be able to do a background check on a potential date. They just need a first name and a phone number, or a full name. Testing the new feature will take place in the coming months. Match Group, Tinder's parent company, will likely roll it out on its other platforms, like OkCupid, Hinge, and Match.
And the Grammy goes to...
The newest violist of CU Boulder's internationally renowned Takux Quartet wins a Grammy. Richard O'Neill won in the Grammy's Best Classical Instrumental Solo category. O'Neill was nominated twice recently. This win makes him the second person to receive an award for a viola performance in this category. Prior to joining the CU College of Music's string faculty, O'Neill played viola for the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center in New York City and performed as a soloist with the world's top orchestras, including the London, Los Angeles, and Seoul Philharmonics. Amid the coronavirus pandemic, O'Neill gave his acceptance speech virtually.
During this most challenging time for all musicians, my eternal thanks goes to my family, to the Takux Quartet and CU Boulder for keeping me alive. Stay safe and healthy, everyone, okay? Thank you.
This was the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards. We're so proud of you, Richard. Congratulations. That's it for NewsTeam Boulder. Follow us on Twitter at NewsTeam Boulder and on YouTube. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you again next week.